Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. New brand day. Two new watches to show you. I've got the Dave Berghold watches. Who the heck is Dave Berghold? Well, he owns a store called The Last Windup in Bozeman, Montana. So it's a watch that's assembled by him in the USA, certainly a micro brand. They're pricey watches, right around 2 grand, but you really need to see them to appreciate the fine level of detail and everything. That's why I'm doing a video on it. I don't expect them to be runaway smash hits, but I think you really need to see them to appreciate them. So The Last Windup is a store out there in Bozeman. Dave has been restoring vintage watches for many years. He worked at Christie's, got a very nice history to him in the watch field. A fun fact about The Last Windup, they're actually the only store in the world where you can walk in and see Islander watches on display. Dave and I crossed paths a number of years ago on a different brand that we both were selling at the time, so kind of struck up a business relationship. And then, a little while ago, I was like, hey, do you want to sell the Islanders? Because I trust him implicitly, and that's why you don't see these things in other stores and other online stores. Number one, because I don't need to. Because I like, and number two, because I like to control everything, but I trust Dave implicitly, and it seems like they're doing quite well for him. Anyway, so we're going to check out his two new watches from that bear his name today. I am wearing, it's vintage day for me, my Hamilton Electric that I picked up for a recent Watch and Learn episode. It's I don't know, 34 millimeter. It's kind of like this hybrid of electric and mechanical watch. I guess it's like a hybrid vehicle. So that is the oldest watch in my collection. This was the oldest watch in my collection, 1975 Seiko 6139. Let's check out these awesome watches. So as I've said in numerous videos, you guys know I couldn't give two poops about the packaging on anything, except if it's useful. This one happens to be useful. The watch case, or the trifold pouch, is made by a company called Weaver Leather in Ohio. It holds the watch, an extra strap, tool, and the warranty card. I just want to show it to you. Don't worry, I'm going to be very quick on it. Open up, and look how nice that is. Look at the stitching and stuff. Again, I'm not really, so the watch, tool, extra strap, and the card. I don't know much about leather, but I do read up on some companies, that are fine with leather. Look, I can't even fold the thing back up. But I just thought this looked really nice, and like the stitching was really good and stuff. So let's get on with the watch. Okay, so here we go. We have the model, the DB Model 1. Very, sounds like he's taking a cue from the Islander numbering convention. You have the 1A and the 1B. I'm a fan of the 1A. I love this railroad style dial. But the photographer, Ty Alexander, he took a liking to the silver. So I guess to each his or her own. They're the same watch other than everything but the case, dials, hands, etc. So let's, before we even get into the particulars, I feel like we need to just look at the watch first. Okay, let's get the sticker off the back. Look at that beautiful, crisp dial. I will tell you now, it is an enamel painted dial. Look at the numbers, railroad style numbers, beautiful blue hands. So DB at the top, that's the logo. You saw it on the leather pouch. And I don't know why I'm talking about offset seconds. It's not even running. It's a hand winder. Bozeman, Montana at the bottom. That is where these are assembled in Dave's own workshop. You can read about Dave a little bit on the website, on the category page. I wrote a little blurb about him and who he is. Let's look at the case back. It's not running. Like I said, it's a hand cranker. Is that a thing of beauty or what? So how about wind her up, get her going, and let's talk about it a little bit. So it is running. It is 38 millimeters in diameter, so a beautiful, nice, comfortable size. 9.5 thick to a flat sapphire crystal. 45 on the lug tip to lug tip. 20 millimeter lug, standard straight lugs, so anything you want will fit. So Dave includes a really nice custom-made Hadley Roma Bison Strap. Okay, so the material is bison. The 1A comes on the brown, and then the extra strap included in the package is the black, and then vice versa. But I dig this. Dave has told me that these pair really well on a Milanese bracelet, which I can kind of see, I believe. Weight, 60 grams, super duper light. Price, I already mentioned in the opening, $19.50 for either. So let's come in a bit and let's talk about it. So the case is beautifully done. It's brushed and polished. The case is made, this is why you got to hear all this stuff. The case is made by Ickler. It's specifically for this model, and they are a case manufacturer in Germany. So the case is German. The dial is enamel painted. I believe the dial is French. I don't have that note in front of me, but it's a beautiful, crisp white dial. So enamel. So look at the back here. This is white. This is pure white, and it's a nice. I'm going to let the light hit it. It's a nice glossy white. You can kind of see on the fringes of the studio lights. You see how the dial reflects. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we have a little bit of a vintage lume on the numbers and the hands. I guess it's kind of old radium lumish. Maybe it's a little bit of a tinge lighter, but it glows green in the dark, and we'll do the low light in a little bit. And we have a railroad chapter ring. This is what a chapter ring really is, not us 007 people, SKX 007 people who think the chapter ring is the thing. The ring that's on the outside, that's an extra piece. That's actually the rehort. This is the true chapter ring, the railroad minute track. So we have the logo. We have Bozeman, Montana. The hands. Let's talk about the hands. The hands are French. They are true blue hands. These three hands. They are not painted. What does thermally blued mean? Thermally blued means a craftsman takes the hands, heats them over a flame. As they get hotter and hotter, they start to change hue and color, and only an expert knows when to remove them from the flame so that the final color you receive is that, I'm going to get it right there so you can look at the center, that beautiful, beautiful mirror blue finish. Oh my God. Totally awesome. Hands are filled with the same lume. So let's talk about the movement. I already told you it's a hand winder. This is my first time seeing one. Well, not my first time seeing, I've seen the movement when I've handled the watch before, but this is my first watch I've ever had with a Sellita caliber 216. It is a 24 jewel hand winding movement. It hacks when you pull out the crown to set the time. It does have a date position. You'll notice there's a no date watch, so there is a ghost position on it. 42-hour power reserve. It is an elaborate grade movement, which means it's adjusted and regulated to a bunch of positions to be more accurate. You see the nice plating and the striping on the top plate. You see, I guess you could almost see perlage under the balance. Blued screws in the movement, and then Dave's information has actually been, etched into the plate. Really, really cool. Swiss made. The movement Swiss made. His logo, 24 jewels. Let's just show you the setting action. Pull it out. There we go. 2 clicks. Seconds hand stops. Change the time. As I said, there is a date position, but no date wheel. No date aperture in the watch. I told you the strap is Hadley Roma. Let's see. I think that's about it. What do you think? I think it's really, really swell looking. Did I tell you it's 60 grams? I think I did. Let's get into the silver one, the 1B. So this is a no loom watch, because this is truly a dress watch, right? So move the hands a little bit. So this is no loom at all. Let's wind her up so she's running, but is a silver dial. Silver is very hard to get coloring right on camera and in photography. Beautifully blued hands. Offset seconds, also blue. Let's come in on the dial a bit. You can kind of see. Look at I love the accent just inside of the chapter ring of silver, of a darker silver. Really well. Problem with silver is when you look at it dead on in good light, it turns white. But then when you go off, not really a problem. I'm just telling you, because look, this is white back here, and I could fool you and tell you like this is almost very white. But when you look at it off, it turns gray or silver. Really well done. Very small hints of Arabics at the 3, 9, and 12. Again, assembled in Bozeman, Montana, assembled by the man himself, Dave Berghold. So the silver dial model comes on the black leather strap, and again, and the brown strap is extra. Let's check out the loom on this guy, and then we'll try it on, then we'll be done. A thing of beauty. Does that look awesome? The font for the numbers, I'm totally like over the moon on. I think it looks, oh man, it really looks nice, especially when they light up. And the hand style, oh, absolutely perfect, perfect. So here I am, below my wrist bone, above the wrist bone. Very comfortable, super light, almost like you're wearing nothing at all. This is where I wear my watches. I know a lot of people say, how can you wear it down there? That's where I wear it. Here's where I am on the strap. So I'm a 6 3/4. So if you had like a 6.5 or under wrist, you'd probably either need to punch holes or you need to get a short strap. Strap's probably a little bit long for you. But, you know, Hadley being Hadley, pretty much I believe only makes 120 by 80s. So not only, but that's like their popular size. But plenty of room on the up area. Oh man, looks fantastic. So I think that's going to do it. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you these two new Dave Berghold watches straight out of Bozeman, Montana. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions or comments, you can put them down below, and I'll be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.